Hi, my name is Karen Lindstrom. For any of you who are watching this that don't know who I am. And I want to give you a little backstory on why I'm doing this video. I've been having neuropathy pain in my feet and sciatica pain in my leg. The sciatic pain had gotten really bad. And so yesterday I got an email. 7 yoga poses for to alleviate sciatic nerve pain, and that was from blog.paleohacks.com. And so I did those yoga postures, and when I got done with that, I did something that's called the Miracle Ball Method. It's by Elaine Petrone. It uses these little balls, and I did that as well. And I got up and I was walking around. I had no neuropathy in my feet. The sciatic pain was gone. I had a riding lesson. I ride horses. I had a riding lesson yesterday afternoon. I was really able to use my legs and in a way that I hadn't been able to in a long time. And just had a really great ride, and I was feeling so much better. And so I posted about it on Facebook, and I was really surprised at the number of people that wanted, can you forward that email? Can you tell me about those yoga poses? Blah, blah, blah. Can you share that with me? So this morning I got up and I did the routine again, because while I still didn't have any sciatic nerve pain, I did have a little bit of neuropathy flaring up again in my feet. And to remember, this is not a one and done. You will do this once, you will hopefully feel as much relief as I did, but you will need to keep doing it to help you get you through what you're going through. So let's get started. I'm going to show you the yoga poses. Hopefully all of me will be able to fit in the frame of the camera. And I'll show you what I did with the Miracle Ball. This isn't going to be a full-length workout, but it's just going to be showing you the 7 yoga postures, showing you what I did with the Miracle Ball, and so that you'll be able to, take this and put it into practice for yourself. Okay? I really hope this helps, because I know how much, I know how horrible it is to be in pain. Let's just say that. Okay. Put those over there. I'm going to bring my yoga blocks over here. I may not use these, but I want you to know that some of the poses, if you have a hard time getting into them, if you don't have yoga blocks, you can get them on Amazon or at any online yoga store, yoga prop store. They're really helpful, especially if you're stiff and you don't have a lot of mobility. They are great to use to help you to have better grounding and being able to be in the posture more comfortably. So we'll put those there. So the first posture that we're going to do is called Child's Pose. And you're going to get into this posture. You're going to do 10 deep, slow breaths. So Child Pose, your feet are out flat behind you. You sit like this. If you're not able to, if you don't have the flexibility to be able to sit comfortably like this, you can put a rolled up towel underneath your ankles right there. You can put a pillow here. Use props to make yourself comfortable. This isn't about straining and hurting yourself. You should be really comfortable in this pose. And again, if you're not able to get your head all the way down to the ground, you can use this yoga block. So if you weren't able to get your head to the ground, what you could do is this, and just put your head, rest your forehead on the block. So you would get into child's pose like this. And you're going to take 10 nice, deep, slow breaths, like I said, and fill your lungs up completely, so that when you're doing that and you're really filling up your lungs, you're going to feel that stretch. You're going to feel your breath give you a lovely little stretch in your lower back. And that is really wonderful to help you with. Okay? So, the next posture that you're going to do is bridge. You're going to get into bridge, and you're going to hold bridge for 8 long, deep, slow breaths. You can inhale completely. Something that we don't do, just to talk a minute about breathing. We don't breathe properly. We are always also stressed out. We breathe up here, just in this part of our lungs. We don't breathe all the way down. If you watch a baby breathe, and when they're asleep, and you're watching them breathe, and you see their belly going up and down and up and down, they're breathing fully into their lungs, so that their entire lungs are being filled up completely. We don't do this, so we're just breathing up here. So breathe so that your belly expands and opens up, and you get a deep, full breath. So that's really important to do. And try and do that in your daily life too. When you realize you're just breathing up here, breathe deep. Helps relieve stress, that sort of thing. Okay, so bridge pose is very simple. You just get onto your back. Your heels are in line with your hip bones. Your palms are just flat on the floor. And then you lift your hips so that you have a straight line from your knee to your shoulder. And you hold that posture, like I said, for 8 long, slow, deep breaths. If you have, let me show you a modification for that. If you have problems holding yourself up like that, you can put the yoga block underneath your bottom to help support you. But as you get stronger and you're able to do it, just hold that posture like this. And when you're doing that, don't turn your head like I was just doing to look at the camera. Keep your head straight, aligned, and looking upward. The next posture is my favorite yoga posture. And it is so wonderful for lower back pain, because we don't think about the muscles in the front contributing to muscles in the back, right? But they do, because if you have something pulling, shortening up in the front, it's going to bother what's in the back, right? Okay, so pigeon. Take one leg, you bend it in front of you. Bring your other leg like this. This leg, as you can see, the top of my foot is flat on the floor. My leg is in line. It's not splayed out. It's not across my body like that. It's straight. If you have problems holding yourself up, I'll show you the modification on the other side so you'll be able to see it. And hold your hands and you will feel a nice stretch. This is the psoas muscle. This is the muscle that can cause a lot of back pain when it shortens up. So you'll want to stay in here. 8 deep, slow breaths. And then raise your hips up, come out of it. And don't worry if you don't look graceful or coordinated or whatever. It's okay. Nobody's rating you on anything, okay? And then you come to the other side. And again, check that leg, make sure it's nice and straight. So I'm pushing away the garbage can with my toes. If you need support, you can put a block, a pillow, a towel, something underneath your bottom if you feel that you need that. And so in pigeon, you do both sides for the 8 breaths. And when you're doing this, making sure that your neck is in the natural arc with your spine. You don't want your head torqued back. You don't want your head looking down. You want it to be on that nice, graceful curve that the rest of your spine is on. Coming out of pigeon, this next posture is called supine figure 4. A lot of people do this. It is a great stretch for your glutamus maximus. And if you think about it, we use our glutes, our butt muscles, so much. We're always using them when we're walking and standing and sitting and all of that. So, well, I guess we're not actually using them when we're sitting on them, but when we're getting to the sitting position, we use them. So they get tightened up. Our glutes and stuff can tighten up. And when those muscles get tight, these muscles across our butt, what they do is they press on the sciatic nerve. And that can be one of the things that causes sciatic nerve pain. So being able to stretch those butt muscles is really important. So again, this is going to be held for a count of 8 breaths for each side. Getting on your back, kicking your leg over like you're just hanging out with friends, chatting, all nice and comfortable. Then bringing your arm through and grabbing your leg, your other leg. If you can only reach like this, that is fine. If you are not as flexible as I am, like I can do this, but if you can't and you're not able to get your leg, get a towel or a strap or something that can hold your leg up, that helps you to stretch the glute muscles in your crossed leg. And bring that in and allow yourself to have that stretch. It is such a yummy stretch. It feels so good. And after you do your 8 breaths, something that you can do that's a real treat is to just kind of rock from side to side this way, not like this, but that your hips move this way, like at the rudder of a boat. And that feels really nice on the lower back as well. And then of course you go to the other side and you have your elbow on this knee and it's pressing it out gently, not forcing anything, just feeling a nice stretch in that area for those long, slow 8 breaths. You're going to be really sick of me hearing you say, or you are going to be sick of me saying long, deep breaths. It's really, really important. The next one is forward fold butterfly. So this is butterfly posture, and then folding forward and bringing your hands out. Now, if all you can do is this, that's okay. Do what you can, and the more that you do this, you'll stretch and you'll be able to go a little further. Today, I'm really kind of tight because of my riding lesson yesterday, and you used your groin muscles and riding a lot. And also, I mean, if your knees are up here, that's okay. That's also something you can do too. You can, if your knees are way up here and you feel like you need some support, you can take yoga blocks and put them there and help you for support. So make yourself comfortable, but allow yourself to have the stretch. And then bring your hands forward as far as you're able to go, keeping the spine or the neck in line with the spine, not dropping it up, not torquing it back, and allowing nice stretch in your groin muscles, nice stretch in the lower back. Next, we're going to do one leg forward stretch, forward bend. So bend your knee, bring your foot into the side of your thigh. If your foot's down here, wherever you can get it, okay? You don't have to look like me. Look what your body's able to do, and be comfortable with that, okay? Bring your leg like this, foot flexed on your extended leg. This is another place you can use your blocks. Inhale, exhale, down. If you can't get far, using your blocks to put your hands on can be helpful. If you can get your hands down to your foot, that's fine. If you can get your hands down here, that's great. And allowing yourself to have that nice stretch in your lower back. And of course, you're going to do the same thing on the other side with the other leg. Foot flexed. I guess you can't even really see my foot. Your foot is flexed. Your leg is out, and then you're just folding forward over that extended leg and holding that for, you got it, 8 slow, deep breaths. The last posture you can do either standing up or sitting down. I've been doing it sitting down just because I'm lazy and I don't feel like standing up, but you can do the same, it's the same stretch. So you will take one of your feet, you'll cross it over the other. You'll have your feet flexed, or just like you're standing on the floor. So if you're doing this standing up, all you're doing is you're on your feet, obviously. So toes are flexed, and then you just come forward. Again, if you wanted, you needed the support, you could put your hands on a block. Come forward, and you hold that for 8 long breaths, deep breaths. And then obviously you're going to do the other leg, so you cross the other leg over and you do the same thing. Lovely, lovely stretch through the lower back. So those are the 7 yoga postures. The miracle ball, these things really are miracles. So what you do, you lay down, you take the balls and you put them
right under your sit bones. Your sit bones are, when you're sitting down, those bones that drill into the chair, those are your sit bones. So you want to put the ball right on the end of each of them. And extend your legs and just relax. And breathe. And stay here as long as you want. As long as it feels good. You'll know when you feel complete. So it's no more 8 long, slow, deep breaths. Just relaxing here as long as you can and as long as you feel comfortable. Then you're going to bend your knees and you bring your knees up straight and let your feet come down, and then relax your belly so that your back comes down to the ground, but it's almost acting like a traction for your lower back. And just relax. And again, you can stay here for as long as it feels comfortable. To come out of it, you just lift your bottom, pull the balls out. And then after you do this, you just stretch out your legs and relax and just let your muscles find their way back to their natural state and just sort of relax. You can also do this of just coming to a relaxed lying position between the first posture that I did where these were under the butt with the legs straight. You can take the balls out and then go back into the one with the like this. The next one is just using one ball, and you're putting it, so this is your hip right in your spine, right in where the spine hits the pelvic girdle, right there. You're going to take the ball and you're going to put it right there, but you're going to do that while you're lying down. So you find that spot and you bring your legs up, and you will wiggle and you will rock back and forth, and you will feel like you're going to fall off the ball. I don't know if you can see me wiggling back and forth, but I'm wiggling back and forth like crazy. It's very small, but I'm wiggling. But that's your spine realigning and your muscles realigning and getting back to where they're supposed to be. And just stay in that spot, or stay in that position as long as you can. And when you're done, just like I did, just lift your butt up, put your feet down, lift your butt up, take the ball out, and then just let yourself come back to a lying position. And just let those muscles relax. Now, I don't think I know anybody that doesn't have shoulder problems. I have shoulder problems. I had 2 frozen shoulders that thankfully I am out of now, but I'm still in the rehabilitation mode. So you put the ball right between your shoulder blades, take the other ball and put it behind your head so your spine doesn't get all whacked out your neck. Get it so that you feel comfy. And then bring your arms out in a T. And it really helps to melt away that tension that we all carry around in our shoulders. And then to come out, you just lift your head, take the ball out from your head, and then roll to the side, off the ball, and try and get it out from behind you. And then what I finish up with, which is just so lovely, it feels so nice, is it just putting this under the occipital ridge on the side and just bringing the side of my head. And it can be hard to find, and you may slip around and roll off the ball or stuff, but just when you find the position, it just stays there, and it gives a nice little massage to your neck and helps to stretch out your neck. And you would do that on both sides. So that is what I have been doing, and that was just so helpful for, like I said, my sciatic nerve pain, my neuropathy, and I hope that this is helpful for you. I'm making this video public so that if you know somebody that's suffering from neuropathy in their feet, or lower back pain, or sciatic pain, you share this with them and they can give it a try, and hopefully it'll help them as well. This video is being sent to you in gratitude, and I hope that it helps you like it helped me. Take care and stay well. Bye-bye.